look at this entire tuning scene, everything comes from Japan. In the early 70s, there was these street tribes, and they called them bosozoku.
They were kind of looked upon as the guys that make the trouble. They're out there, racing or drifting or making a lot of noise in the streets.
They were drag racing those cars even back in the 70s and 80s, but they weren't import cars to them. To them, those are their domestic muscle cars.
Drifting, obviously, it started in the hills of Japan. There were people that had the foresight to turn it into a series in Japan, and then it came stateside.
Import drag racing sort of started as a spawn of traditional drag racing.
Kids saw other people drag racing, IROC's American cars. Well, they wanted to do that, but all they had was their hand-me-down Honda Accords and Civics.
The scene in Europe right now is kind of like what the scene was like in Southern California in 2000. It's very young, very new and exciting. It's awesome.
North American guys have a little bit of a chip on their shoulders, and the same thing with the European guys.
Europeans can definitely beat the top Japanese drifters.
The Japanese guys look at North America and they look at Europe with a little bit of an elitist view.
There's no reason why any of the drivers who are on the same level can't go over there.
The Americans and the Europeans are catching up, taking tremendous strides. If you look at drifting, time attack, drag racing, the Americans have surpassed the Japanese, in fact. It's growing by leaps and bounds. We've heard of events as far as the Virgin Islands. Australia is doing a lot of events. So it's moving quite around the world right now.